This is the plaintiff, Bruce. He says the defendant, his ex-girlfriend, who he lived with for 4 years, owes him for their dog, which she refuses to return to him. The dog is his. She won't give it back to him, and he's now suing her for the state max of $10,000, $2,500 for the cost of the dog, and $7,500 in potential breeding profits. This is the defendant, Holly Wallace. She says the dog was a gift to them both, and she kicked him out of the house because he wasn't being faithful to her. He didn't have any place to go. He couldn't care for the dog because he was staying in hotels. Unfortunately, the dog jumped out of her moving car and was killed. The plaintiff doesn't believe her, so here they are. She's accused of being doggone stubborn.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Okay, so you two were an item for how long?
I think about 4 years.
On and off?
Yes.
And did you live together?
Yes.
And then she threw you out one fine day because? Okay, then I'll ask her if you have no clue. Because?
He's been playing me and cheating on me, talking to other women.
How did you find out?
Through his phone and his messenger and IG.
Because he left his phone at home?
No, I knew his code for about 5 months. I was just waiting for the right time to go through it, and I went through it.
The right time is every day. That's
yeah, and I went through it.
That's a secret to a happy marriage. My husband and I have had the same code for everything since the day we met. Well, actually, that's not true because when we met, there weren't even codes. However, yeah, go on.
So I went through his phone, his social media account. I seen stuff that was disrespected towards me, and I thought he was faithful and loyal to me. He wasn't, so I left him.
Okay. So you didn't have children together, did you?
No.
All right. But you did have a dog.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about how the dog came into your possession.
Well, basically, I got the dog in purposes of breeding the dog.
Right. How did you get the dog?
I bought it from Kayla Sheepadoodles.
You bought it from who?
A breeder. Kayla Sheepadoodles.
Your mother?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So did you pay your mother $2,500?
Actually, my mother got it from a friend that was also breeding with her. It came from Janelle.
Did you pay $2,500?
Yes, I did.
Show me the proof that you paid $2,500. And you're laughing because according to you, he didn't pay $2,500.
That dog was free.
The dog was free. Well, the dog still has value, but the dog was free because his mother...
Sasha came about from his mom. His mom wanted to help. Honestly, his mom gave him the dog. I was with him, you know, but she had told in a text, was like, well, I gave this dog to you guys to help you guys. But in actuality, the dog wasn't even really mine, but I was taking care of Sasha. All I asked was
When did you decide that the dog was yours? When he wouldn't pay you for the phone you just bought him, once you threw him out?
No, actually, the dog...
So you bought him a phone for $1,100, and which you were going to, I guess, pay monthly? And then you find out he's doing you wrong, and then you say, I want my money for the phone.
I want my phone back. That's
did he
what I asked. He didn't want to give me the phone back. So then I said, look, you got to give me $1,100 for the phone because that phone is in my name. I'm making monthly payments on that.
Right.
So all I asked was for my phone back.
And
he didn't want to give me back my phone.
And then at some point you're telling him, I'll give you Sasha back as soon as you give me back my phone or make
I didn't mean it like that because I love Sasha.
But that is what you said, right?
I said it, but I didn't mean it in that form. Because no matter what, I wasn't even going to give Sasha back, to be honest.
Oh, so you were just lying when you said, I'll give her back when you pay me.
Well, I said that because he wouldn't leave me alone, and all I did was ask for my phone.
And so now you say Sasha's dead, right?
Yeah, Sasha passed away.
Tell me how Sasha died.
I was on my way to LA. I was driving the carpool lane, and I had the window cracked just a little bit. And Sasha always liked, you know, sticking her whole body out the window. And so basically, I had her leash. The end of it tied up to the back seat, so she's able to still go through the car, still jump in the front of the driver's seat.
How long is the leash?
It's about 10 foot, and she was still, you know, moving around, but she wanted a little air, so I cracked it just a little bit. And by me cracking it just a little bit, Sasha paw somehow pushed down the window, And her body, because I was driving on a carpool lane, I was going about 70 miles because, you know, the legal limit is 65. I was going about 70. And I'm just listening music, driving. Out of nowhere, I see her whole leash, her body outside of the car. And then by the time I even try to maneuver, I couldn't maneuver right away because it was Friday. It was real busy, traffic. So I got to the nearest exit. The nearest exit is about probably like, I'm gonna say about 10 minutes. I drove.
I'm sorry, I've so lost you. Is that leash still attached to the back seat and Sasha's flapping in the wind? Or did
the leash was still attached to the back seat, and her whole body was outside.
And she's just flapping in the wind at 70 miles an hour.
She wasn't flapping. A car hit her. I seen her rumble off, and then another car hit her.
And then so did the leash break?
The leash. Sasha still had a leash on. The leash had got I guess pulled off from the back seat. I don't know how she ended up in the back seat. I mean, outside of the window. I really don't. All I did was crack the window just a little bit for her to get some air. Sasha,
and then her paw, because
lowered
the window.
It does sometimes.
Your exact phrase in your answer to the complaint was somehow the window went down.
And Sasha was out the window.
And then Sasha jumps out, and you continue driving for 10 minutes.
Try to get to the nearest exit because it was traffic. I was in a carpool lane.
When you say there's traffic, are you going 70 or is there traffic?
Okay.
Do you buy this?
Look,
you don't buy this for 1 second, right?
At all.
Listen, listen to what I'm saying.
Listen. I don't buy it either. Show me proof that Sasha died.
I don't have proof that Sasha
died. Well, I don't know.
died.
Have you ever had an animal die on you? Because I have.
Actually, I have.
Okay, so there is proof somewhere. Whether it's whether it's that there's cars running into the cars stop, the police get called, there's something. There's something to show some evidence of your tears. Something to show that. Something. There's friends of yours who are supporting you, talking about how horrible that was.
I don't have my old phone. I have a brand new phone because I left.
I don't care about your phone. Where are your friends?
My friends are back in California.
You got any affidavits of people who can verify that they went through the burial with you? That where's the body?
She didn't even go back to get it.
Stop! I've been doing this without you my whole life. Where's the body?
When I went back, the body was not there.
It evaporated into thin air.
It's not there. Like it wasn't no
Where's
part
the leash?
of Sasha.
Where's the leash?
I didn't pick up the leash because the leash was on Sasha.
Okay.
Her body was gone.
Let me explain something to you. I don't believe you.
That's fine.
I don't believe you.
That's fine.
I believe you have Sasha.
I don't
even know that it matters to the case.
How do I have Sasha?
Because I don't believe Sasha was killed in a car accident.
She was killed in a car accident.
You can yell it all you want, and that's not going to make me believe it or make anyone else within the sound of your voice believe it either. I have videos that you've provided to me where you're talking to Sasha. I may not have you much longer, but boy, I love you, mommy, which is bizarre that you're showing me that, and then you're telling me, oh, Sasha's nowhere to be found. Window just went down. All right. You're suing for the amount of the dog and or return of the dog, which becomes somewhat impossible when there's an allegation that the dog is not around. She knows that. That's why she said that in October. When did you file this lawsuit?
Last month.
Okay. Did she ever call you in October and say, oh, dog dead?
Yes, she did.
What'd you tell her when she said that?
I said, you're lying.
Right.
So first of all, let me explain this. I tried to go to her house to get my dog. And when I went in the backyard.
Hold on.
When I went into the backyard, the dog was outside. When I came in, she started screaming, and the dog ran in behind her through the sliding glass door. So 2 weeks after that, I get a text message where she's telling me that my dog is dead. I've been trying to go over there to get my dog, but she's called the police on me. Matter of fact, I knocked on the door to get my dog. She called the police on me. They came, asked me what was going on. I said, she has my dog. I want to get it back.
Why didn't you just return the phone?
I didn't have the phone at the time. I broke it. Because I broke it and there was
Why
no
don't you
need.
just pay her the $1,100?
Your mom
asked.
told me
Hold
that
on,
you
stop.
sold the phone.
You got to stop just yelling whatever you want whenever you want.
Yeah,
Go.
I did say that to her, but I asked, can I?
No, why didn't you just, on that day when you're knocking there and everything else?
I didn't have $1,100 on me, but it wasn't even $1,100. I was paying for the phone also. It wasn't just her. She did buy the phone for me, but later on down the line, she asked me for the phone, and it was broke. And she told me I couldn't get my dog back until I paid her money. I tried to accept a payment arrangement. Even went to her job, spoke to her mom. I asked her, I told her like.
You go to her mom's, okay, so
They have a shop.
What kind of shop do your parents have?
A beauty supply.
Say it again.
A beauty supply.
Beauty supply.
Yeah.
So it's a family-run business, right? And you go over there and do what?
So basically, I couldn't get through to her to try to get my dog back. She called the police on me, so I went over there, tried to speak to her mom. Her mom just blew up and first she started saying, give her a phone back, she'll give you the dog back. And then she started saying, you bought it for her for a present. And I was like, I didn't buy that dog for a present.
You didn't buy the dog at all.
I did buy the dog. I had to pay the money
you
back.
were going to show me proof that you paid $2,500.
Well, that's all I have right there.
Well, this
That's
isn't
from
proof you
Janelle.
stop. This
Okay.
isn't proof you paid $2,500. Okay? And you have text from his mother, right? Let me see the text or Facebook post from his mother. There's not a word in here about $2,500, is there?
At the end, where it says my name. And if you would like, I can.
Hold on, no, hold on. I'm still here. You circle it.
Okay.
You know what I'm asking you about, right? Like where you, well, actually, it's whenever you're talking to his mom.
Yeah, I have a lot of screenshots that I sent. I'm just.
I don't want screenshots. I want the actual conversation.
I don't have it because this is a new phone, so that's why everything was screenshot.
Yeah, but you could log into those are Facebook posts, right? They were messages. So you don't need a new phone, old phone. How old do you think I am?
I'm not coming.
Yeah,
at
just
you
go
like
into your
you're slow.
Facebook account and let's retrieve it.
Okay, so basically my mom did call her to try to get the dog, was trying to talk peacefully to her, was trying to say anything that she could to try to get the dog back from her. She didn't speak to her. I guess they were texting each other or something of that
Right.
nature.
Do you have any of those?
No, not
That would be really good.
Yeah, so she basically was telling her to, what can I do to get the dog back? And she was saying, in fact, let me see, would you like to call her?
Now, just tell me.
So she basically said I couldn't get my dog back until I gave her the phone back.
Right.
And she told her he doesn't have your phone anymore. So what can we do?
What happened to the phone?
I cracked it.
Why don't you just give back a cracked phone?
I
Yeah, I mean, you understand that we're here because of you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're the reason we're here.
Right.
Because this could have been managed, first of all, because she thinks you cheated on her or she
Right.
caught you. So that's the
Right.
first reason we're here. The
Right.
second reason we're here is because when she throws you out, you don't have anywhere to go to take a dog with
Right.
you. And the third reason we're here is because it was simple highway robbery, ransom. Just, pay me for the phone or give me back the
I
phone
tried.
and then I'll give you the dog. You could have had the dog if
tried to
you'd
pay her
done
for
that.
the phone.
You keep saying you tried. You didn't do anything.
I talked to her and I asked her,
Talking isn't trying. Get
So
the
what should I have
$1,100
done?
and then you'd have the dog.
what should I have done?
Get the $1,100.
Come on now.
Well, come on now. You got a mother who's able to give you a $2,500
And
dog
she
as a
asked
gift.
her, and she told her she never
No, but I'm
responded.
saying your mother's got some cash. Like, in other words, if we wanted to get this resolved
Right.
and get the dog, if everybody really wanted the dog back, the dog would be back.
She tried. She asked her and she refused.
Asking isn't listen.
She said,
it's
how much would you like me to send you? And she never responded.
I didn't want no money.
See? There it is.
Still not feeling good. These two sides to every story. That's interesting. One of the things your mother says is he says he sold the phone because he had no money when you threw him out. And your poor mother's having to deal with this in the middle of heart surgery.
Right. That's the reason I went down there.
You said you broke it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you owe the money for the phone? Tell me that.
It was bought for me.
It wasn't.
As a gift, and
As
you
a
don't have to
gift.
pay anything?
Well, I was paying. I was helping her pay with the phone
Helping
cost.
her pay.
Well, it was under her name,
How much were you paying a month?
$100. And I don't understand.
Stop talking, I'm reading. Poor woman. I'm not going to be involved in this anymore. I'll take my dog back. I didn't send that dog to be used as a pawn in this game that you guys are playing. I have surgery tomorrow and I'm getting so upset that I'm crying. To which you respond, the dog's not being used as a pawn. I want my money for the phone. I feel so bad that your mom, in the midst of a heart attack, heart surgery, and all, is having to deal with this stuff.
I did not want to involve her.
I blame that on both of you. I wouldn't let my mother get involved over the dog thing.
I didn't want her to get involved. She's asking me what happened to the dog.
Actually, the phrase you used in my courtroom not 10 minutes ago was, she wouldn't talk to me, so my mother was talking to her. So
no. Well, I mean, I might have said it like that, but what happened was this. My mom asked me about the dog.
No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that. And you, like, what is wrong with you? This lady is so nice, and you know she's going through all this, and you just keep saying, "Oh, dog's not a pawn. Just give me my money, and I'll give you the dog." It's exactly what do you know what the definition of pawn means? It was just ridiculous. So, you are suing for two things. You're suing for $2,500, the worth of the dog,
right.
And you're suing for $7,500 for the potential litters. But you understand that if I order her to return to pay you the $2,500, then you would buy another dog and have those litters. You understand that, right?
I wouldn't be able to have them this year.
Well,
that means I would have to wait basically 2 years to have a litter.
Yeah, having a litter costs money. If you don't have the $1,100 to pay for the phone, how do you figure that you're going to be able to?
What I'm saying, at the time, I did not have the money.
Okay.
I didn't have it at the time, but my thing is this.
Okay, you don't
when
get
I got
both.
The dog,
stop talking and listen. Legally speaking, the point of court is to make you whole. It's not to put you ahead of the game. So if you get both $2,500 and $7,500, which is a figure you picked out of the sky for litters that you'd get in the future in order to make the $10,000 statutory maximum for small claims in California, if you get $2,500, you're able to solve your problem. This is a dog that you got 6-7 months ago. So how big a delay would there be? A 6 or 7 month delay. So you wouldn't be entitled to both. I'm also concerned that as big a jerk as she is, because I am convinced the dog is alive, and as big a jerk as she is to your mother, who's in the middle of all this heart stuff, and this back and forth on the money, you said I was going to find how your mother was willing to give her the money. I don't see that like you say I would see that. I see basically a standoff. And then you going to just get the dog behind her back, and then her saying, well, I'll show you, dog dead. But where are we on that $1,100? First of all, I have to give you back the phone so you can show me what the cost of the phone is. That's where we were. What kind of phone is it?
It's a Galaxy 10 Plus.
Yeah, I don't know the first thing about that. I can tell you the cost of every single Apple phone ever invented because I have purchased every single one of them over and over for either myself or my children or my husband. Somebody is always in the market for an Apple phone. Every number, every letter. As soon as you buy the number, they come out with a letter.
It's loading.
I have right here. When my mother says, let me know what I owe you for the dog.
Okay, what have you got?
Them talking on Messenger.
That's sending some money for taking care of Sasha. Let me know what I owe you. It has nothing to do with your phone. Why should it?
Nothing to do with my phone.
No, she's taught.
Well, I was trying to show you.
Just stop. That's not your mother offering her money. And it doesn't matter. It's not your mother's job to offer her money. That's her talking about, because she's saying, I've been taking care of Sasha. Joe, thank you so much for taking care of her. Let me know how much I owe you for that. But it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
It doesn't make a difference in my ruling. What do you think happened to the dog?
She sold it.
Why do you think that?
I talked to somebody that knows her, and they told me that she said the dog died or she got rid of it. That's what she said. That's what she told me. I believe she sold the dog.
Yeah, but do you have any evidence of that?
I have no evidence. I don't believe the dog jumped out the window on the freeway.
No, neither do I. At this point, what we're talking about in this case is financial remuneration.
Right.
All right? And so the math is quite simple. It's the dog is worth X, and we know what the dog is worth. Whether he got it as a gift is irrelevant to me. The dog has a worth, okay? So if his mother gave him a $2,500 dog, and the dog killed in the freeway thanks to your negligence and you can't return the dog, then that's the value of the dog.
Have you seen the dog?
If you say it again.
Can I show you the dog? I'm never going to be able to get the same dog again.
I don't know what you're trying to say to me. I've seen the videos of the dog. What do you think is going to happen in here? You think that you're going to persuade me that to give you more than the value of the dog?
How am I going to get the same dog
You're
back?
not going to get the same dog.
I'm not.
You know, I know how you could have gotten the same dog.
How?
Paid the phone off.
I tried.
All right, now I have seen
I
the
asked
evidence
her.
of what the phone cost. It's
I tried to give her money.
$1,050, correct? $1,050. Now, when did you get the phone?
It was, let me see, about
How long
May.
before the breakup?
About a couple months.
4.
I got it in May.
In May, and the breakup was what month?
July.
You know?
I'm
When
not
was the
sure.
breakup?
July.
July? Who made the payments on the phone?
Me.
Okay. Did he make any payments?
No.
According to you, you made payments.
I sure did.
Were you commingling your funds, so it's kind of hard to say who paid what, or?
It was a few times we had arguments. She told me she'll cut my phone off until I gave her some money. That's what she would do. She
Okay.
would cut
Do you
it
have
off
any
and cut it
proof
back
of
on.
what
I'm not
payments you
paying for
made
your
towards the
phone.
phone?
I have no proof, but at least 2.
But you have no. How much are the payments?
It was like $100, I think, a month.
Okay. Can you prove to me what you paid? You don't even know how much the payments are.
Well, that's what she asked for, was $100. I can't prove it, no.
Okay. I find the dog belongs to him. I find the value of the dog to be the $2,500. I find that the phone belongs to her. I find that the value of the phone is $1,050. And that means that there is a net judgment in this case that she owes you in the amount of $1,450. That is my judgment. Good luck, folks.
This is for you.
All right, so the plaintiff has prevailed in this case. You're going to get money, but you're paying her for the telephone. And you still think the dog is somewhere?
Yeah, sold. She sold it to somebody. I believe that, yes.
Is there any way you can prove it?
Not right now. So I have to wait, try to find out.
What have you learned from this whole experience?
I can't even tell you, man. I just don't trust people. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And many, that could be a good lesson.
Yeah, that was a beautiful lesson. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, here comes the defendant now. You understand what happens. You got to.
I'm straight. I'm happy. I'm glad this is over. I'm glad that this whole situation is over. I didn't do anything to the dog, but it is what it is.
You say you didn't do anything to the dog. You didn't sell it?
No. Why
The
would I
dog is
sell?
dead?
Yes. She
Okay,
is
the judge
gone.
didn't believe that.
I know. That's fine because my proof is all the way back in California. I didn't have time to get everything situated, but I work every day, so.
Okay.
But it's all right. I'm happy.
Well, good. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, Harvey.
Okay, Doug, in most states, unfortunately, and I think this is just wrong, dogs are considered property, almost like a sofa. It's ridiculous because dogs feel pain. Dogs have emotions. Nonetheless, in most states, that's the law. So the plaintiff is basically limited to getting back the value of the dog.